Hello everybody again, this is Matador from freetradingvideos.com. It's April 8th, 2009, and what a wacky morning. So, lots of news driving everything around. Pulte Homes is agreeing to buy Centrex in a $1.3 billion deal. Again, just some news from Yahoo Finance. Stocks moved tentatively higher after a pretty good sell-off this morning down to support. I'll show you that in a minute. But some other interesting things going on. Wholesale inventories dropped by the most in 17 years. One of the more interesting news events to me happens to be this SEC work that they're doing. Basically, they're trying to reinstate the uptick rule. It was put into place at the time of the Depression. It's just basically supposed to keep people from being able to sell short stock without an uptick. And so they got rid of that recently. Within the last couple of years, they want to bring it back. And I would have to fall into this camp. And basically, people who sell stock short at some point are going to have to buy it back, right, in order to exit their trade. And that buying, again, is no different than buying if you are new. So if I buy a stock and I hold it for a while, what am I going to have to do to get rid of it? I'm going to have to sell it. So selling short actually, to me, creates liquidity in the markets, and I would have to stand by that. But they're looking at ways to just give people confidence in markets. I would have to say that a lot of people who know what they're doing wouldn't say that that's going to help. But other people do, so we'll listen to what they say. I wanted to show you some of these actions this morning. So gap up this morning, runs up just a little bit, and then a big sell-off. 100% retracement of yesterday's low. If we drop a line in here at around 81.50 or so, you can see that right through there. That coincides perfectly with the 200 MA on this 15-minute chart that we talked about. It's almost a perfect gap fill from a few days ago. That's on a 15-minute chart. Here's the larger picture again, and that again matches perfectly with the 50 MA on the 60-minute chart. Remember we were talking about that, the 200 and also the 50 MA being the same thing on a 15 and a 60-minute chart respectively. So there's your move. We're just kind of zooming out now, and there's your daily chart. So a lot of price action to fight through. Good support as well right through here on big news. Zooming back into the day, huge rally back up. Now we're looking at a double top into this area. This whole thing becomes resistance, but this is a great retest of this prior swing high back here. And now we'll see if we can chew out of that over the next few hours. So that's what I see with the broad markets. The tick has just been kind of chopping around. If I just zoom in here a little bit, between 0, above and below 0, nothing really to write home about. The TRIN, however, has been a little bit above 1.0 for a good portion of the day, while the TRIN Q has spent the entire day below 1.0 at the 0.6 level, even touching down to the 0.5 and 0.4 level, which is pretty great, bullish-wise. So again, there's a divergence between these TRIN readings, and the VIX has been all over the place as well. So we're back down lower now, so I would assume that we're going to remain on our highs for a while unless we get some major spike up here. So nice to see this corroborating the lower TRIN Q reading and not corroborating the 1.2 TRIN reading that we have now. I would like to see this drop below 1 though before I would go long in anything that wasn't a relative strength stock, I'll put it that way. So again, those are some thoughts and a run around the market. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you soon.